Hello traders, and let's have a look at what happened today. So this fib level was rejected and we tumbled down. So what I've done is I've now shorted up here and I've got a limit order to close the deal down there on the Euro Yen. This will be the third successive lower close, so I'm just hoping that can roll over now. On the Dow, stood aside for the initial drop down, then started shorting at this resistance level and got stopped out as it popped up. So it stood back and eventually later on in the session started to short these highs up here. And I'm still currently short, looking to see if this can break down here and start retesting this lower level here, at which point I'd expect that to bounce and then drop. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter. If it does start working, I will add to it on pullbacks. But that's what I'm looking for. And now let's look at the daily. Whoops. So this is daily Dow. But all this resistance up here and all this support down here since we closed above this November high. So we just, if I can get a lower close, admittedly we're off the 50 EMA, Hammerlight bar, all the pullbacks at the moment are bought. But if we can get, for the sake of a small amount of money, that I've left on the table, if I can just get a lower close into tonight's finish, then I think we can roll over. The danger is I'm thinking at the moment that this, because the RSI is not extreme, we could get a move back up to 350, 400, this kind of area. If that's the case, that's fine. I will just keep shorting the highs until I get this to drop, because this monthly, the distance from the 50 EMA is not enormous. We're a 127 extension. Red bar for January. So far this is a pullback, so this is a major resistance area anyway. But we haven't been this extended from the 50 EMA up till now. This extension on 2007 was about just under half, just over half of what this was up here. And as I'm speaking, my Dow short and Euro Yen short are working. So if we get a topping tail up here, I will start to increase my short positions. Okay, I've just been nibbling at this at the moment. But the more this starts to come down, the more I will get short. And just a reminder of what the hourly is looking like at the moment. They are, since I've been speaking, we've dropped not a lot of points, but a few points, and that is looking increasingly like a distribution pattern. Head and shoulders is one distribution pattern. A potential shoulder here, head here, and shoulder here, and this red line is the neckline. So that's what I'm looking for. So let's look at some more dailies. Let's look at the Euro Yen daily, which of course I'm still short. That's rejected the 50%. Like I said, 3 days or lower closes. We're above the 50 EMA. So again, I'm not loading my boots up on this, but I will add to it if we start to close underneath 140. If we do start to close up under 140, I would look for 134, 135. The 127 extension, as you can see, is right down there. So again, I'm looking for a repeat of these patterns. Distribution, 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 and then roll over. So let's see if that can work. So pound yen daily looks very vulnerable, and why? Because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 loops down here. So it took a while to get going, but by the time we drop through this level here, we drop nicely. This is the pullback to the fib area, and we are barely hanging on. So a potential distribution pattern there as well. Don't want to get overly bearish here at the moment, but you know, as I've shown with that Dow monthly chart, these charts are very extended. The safe havens are getting bought. Gold, US 10-year notes are getting bought. So there is a flight to safety here right now. Pound US. If we close here, I would short 166.70 tomorrow. That looks as if that could drop. Euro US. Okay, that's good. That's what I expect the pound to do tomorrow. So the pound's holding a level at the moment. This euro has dropped. We're above the 50 EMA on lots of support, so I would be more inclined to see if we can chip away the pound than short above the 50 EMA there. Although that does, if you do get a pullback to 137, then I think that could roll over and you'll have a relatively tight stop. Commodities. Oil is holding up and potentially going to close higher than yesterday's bar. The gold is coming off. Just very divergent RSI there. So I would look to buy this ideally at 1300. My stocks are tough at the moment. They're sideways. Beans. Watch the beans. That's major resistance. 1405. We are high RSI, only just narrowly above a big round number. Wheat is at the moment just pulling back, and stocks, like I said, really because of the weakness in the market, that's holding up okay. Potential hammer on a fib level. Dean Foods sideways. Beazer Homes has had a good move. Whoa, some great housing data today. So BZH, I called here, has done well. Alright, so we'll leave it there, and I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow.